Hello everybody and welcome to Born to Fangirl, your podcast made by a fangirl for fangirls. I am Leire, your host, and this is your safe space to laugh, to cry, and to obsess together over anything and everything. How is everyone doing? I know it's been too long since the last episode, but I wanted everyone to spend Christmas with their family, friends, or whatever you celebrate. Happy New Year, by the way. I'm so excited for 2026 basically because my horoscope, which is Taurus, has been telling me over and over again that this is going to be such a good year, and I have everything planned. I have lots of things planned that I want to tell you about in an episode, but it's not going to be this one because I have many things to talk about. I feel like there are too many things going on right now and I need to yap about them. The main topic of this episode is going to be Stranger Things. So if you haven't seen the last season, I recommend that you leave, watch the season, and then come back because there are going to be spoilers. But first, I have some news. Well, I don't have news. Maybe you have seen them on Instagram, but I think Harry Styles is coming back. Yeah, I think we can finally say HS4 at midnight and it's going to be true. I mean, not that something is going to come out today at midnight, but it makes more sense now. He hasn't posted anything, nothing is official, but there are posters saying we belong together on Italy. And if you haven't seen, over Christmas, I don't know which day it was, he posted on his YouTube the whole version, like the whole video of the last song he played in the last tour. So, it was like a way of ending the last era and starting a new one. So yeah, I'm feeling kind of the Lulu about it. I'm so sorry for you because this episode is going to be so messy. I didn't prepare anything. I didn't organize anything, so I'm just jumping topic from topic. We will talk about this more in the next episode, but I just want to ask you, which books are you going to read this year, or how many books are your goal? Because I want to try to read more this year and I want to prepare also like content involving books. So if you can let me know, that would be okay. Also, your New Year resolutions, we will talk about them later. But just so you can start telling me. Second or third thing that I want to say, I don't even know how many things I have said already. I want to watch Heated Rivalry. Basically because I've been obsessed with the NHL in the last few months. So I'm kind of curious of seeing that new series. If you have seen it, please let me know what do you think, because I'm kind of scared of watching it. Now, don't judge. It's not because I'm scared of gay people, I love gay people. It's because I usually watch TV shows or series or movies that make me wanna be inside of the history, like I kind of need to insert myself into the storyline. Usually I'm like the main character, it's like you are reading a fan fiction but you are watching it, and I love to do that, so then once I finish I can read all the fan fiction. So I'm kind of scared because I feel like I'm not gonna like it. It's a gay couple. There is no way of inserting myself into that story because I'm a woman. So yeah, I don't know. I will try to watch it, but I can't promise anything. And once I watch it, you already know that there is going to be an episode about it. And we can also talk about the NHL in future episodes if you want. I know everyone has been getting into the NHL too. So yeah, let me know who your favorite teams or players are. I'm kind of obsessed with the San Jose Sharks and the New Jersey Devils. And now, last but not least, Stranger Things. I am kind of surprised about the Stranger Things because It's been a series that I have been following for so many years. I started watching it when I was like 14 and I'm 22. It was all thanks to my English teacher who played one of the episodes in class, and I became obsessed with it. And I'm so surprised because after following a series for so many years, I thought I was going to be like super sad about seeing it end, but I'm not. I'm really not. Like I'm kind of happy, if that makes sense. Don't get me wrong. I still love the series. I still love fan fiction. I love Steve Harrington. But it's like I wasn't tired of it. But I had such big expectations for the last season that I think it wasn't that good. I did like it. I did watch it, but I don't know. There are a couple of things that, you know, for me it doesn't make sense. First of all, let me get this clear. I love Stranger Things. I know it's a series where the main, let's say the main topic, it's like friendship and family and fighting together against something that is wrong. It was obviously not going to be like a super dramatic ending. Yes, the thing about the wormhole, it was like such the perfect plot twist. But there are a couple of things that happen that I did not like, okay? But the first thing I wrote was, what the hell happened with Derek's family? We obviously know that the Demogorgon or Vecna, I don't even remember, I need to rewatch it again. They took Derek to the abyss or whatever that's called. But what happened to his family? Did they stay kidnapped? Did they unkidnap them, if that word exists, and tell them, hey, this is what's going on? Also, if they did that, what happened to their house? Because it's literally so messed up. How did they fix that? You know, you can't kidnap like 3 or 4 people and just continue with your day. So yeah, that's first. Second thing that I did not really like was the way that Max woke up. I know it doesn't make sense, but it feels like it wasn't easy, but the way it was filmed, it looked too easy. Also, why do you wake up and not ask about your mom, or someone is telling you, hey, we are going to call your mom and let her know what's going on? I know you are fighting Vecna and other kinds of monsters, but it felt like so dry, so sad, so not emotional at all, you know? I was crying because Lucas was making me cry, but the rest of the things were like, no. I know Max's mom in the fourth season was kind of drunk all the time, but it was like, for me there was something missing in there. And same thing with the letters that Max wrote in season number 4. For some reason, I thought, and I think it had a lot of potential, that the letters were going to be like heavier, have like a heavier protagonism, if that makes sense. So like in season 5, all the characters were going to open their letters and be like, oh wow, Max is such a great person, even if she looks kind of sarcastic, you know? I think they should have played around more with the idea of using the letters to, you know, to make everything more emotional. And also, maybe it is just me, but Vecna's death felt kind of lame. I'm not saying it was easy to kill him, but like, how the hell do a couple of teenagers and young adults kill a big monster that I don't even know what it's called? Like, how the hell do you do that? And also 11 just killing Vecna. I don't know, there is something in there. And I now know that it's because Vecna's actor, I forgot his name, choked on the blood that they were using to make Vecna look dead. But I really wish if Vecna had said something in the end, like something to just finish everything. I mean, and not everything I'm going to say is bad. I really love that they gave us an epilogue of 40 minutes. It's so good when you see the fight end and suddenly you move your mouse in your laptop and you see 40 more minutes. It was amazing. But yeah, Vecna's death was like not enough for me. I'm glad he's dead. Actually, I was like so sad. I was glad that he was dead and he was not going to cause any more drama. But at the same time, everything he was saying was like, okay, it makes sense that your life was shit and that you are like this because of it. Also, I'm kind of angry that they didn't give us more of the backstory of Henry or like Juan or Vecna. I know that there is like a play that they are doing right now, and it explains more about his teenage years or how he discovered his powers and everything. But it's like not everyone has the opportunity to go to another country and watch a play, a Stranger Things play. So why don't you give us the whole story in the series, and then if you want to add more into it, make a play or make a spin-off or whatever you want. But if you start a series, end it as a series. Not everyone is going to watch the play. Not because I don't want to, it's more because I can't. Also, I know there is like plot holes all the time on series and how do they get from one point to the other, but I would have loved if they told us what Hopper said to let everyone know he was alive and where he was and what he was doing. It felt kind of random that he was suddenly alive and a sheriff again. And same thing with the moment where Max and Vicky are stopped by the military. Like, what the hell happened in there? What did they talk about? Or, I wanted to see the military more involved in the whole drama. Or they could have even done like more of a dramatic way of Will coming out, I feel like they should have shown us the way Vecna was playing with Will's mind to let him know that everyone was going to hate him, and then Will coming out and seeing that everyone was okay with it, which, by the way, for the 80s feels kind of unreal, but I wasn't alive in the 80s, so I'm not even going to judge that. So yeah, even if I have too many things to talk about the end, like too many plot holes and too many things that I would have changed, I still love Stranger Things and I'm happy it did end. So please let me know your opinion. Let me know what do you think. Now, I wish I could tell you what the next episode is going to be about, but I have no idea. I really want to talk about my 2026 goals with you and Born to Fangirls goals, but I haven't even written them down. I haven't even made a vision board. So I don't know if I'll have time by next week to have everything prepared. I also want to talk about Heated Rivalry with you, but I don't know if I will watch the whole series by then. So next week's episode will be a surprise. Thank you so much for being here. Happy New Year again. I hope 2026 is going to be such a good year for everyone. We are going to be rich, we are going to be famous, we are going to be super cool and super nice in 2026. Thanks for being here once again. Before leaving, I want to invite you to subscribe or follow the podcast in every platform. We are literally everywhere: Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, anywhere. You can also join our Discord where we get to fangirl together, or you can follow me on social media where I post a lot of content and I want to post even more this year. That was all for today's episode of Born to Fangirl. See you on the next one. Bye!